Good evening and welcome to Soccer Complex as we bring you boys high school soccer here in Stevens Point. It's the 1 and 2 now Trevor's got me saying Oshkosh West, Appleton West Terrors, and the 1 and 2 SPASH Panthers. Good evening, everyone. Steve Maves alongside Trevor Zaleski here on this very cold evening as went over to talk to the Appleton West coaches to get starters and names, and all you can say when you walk over there, Merry Christmas. It is snowing throughout warm-ups. Nothing is going to accumulate as we expect. Last week, 70, 80 degrees. This week, tonight, driving in about 36, 37 with the wind even worse than that. But it should be a good one here tonight as the SPASH Panthers host the Appleton West Terrors here from Scafidi Field in Stevens Point. SPASH coming off of a 1-0 loss to Eau Claire Memorial on Saturday. Appleton West coming off of a loss as well. SPASH split their opening weekend with De Pere, losing to De Pere 4-2, and then beating Green Bay Preble 4-1 later on that afternoon. And that's where they sit right now at 1 and 2 overall for head coach Derek Bell. Appleton West once again coming off or at 1 and 2 mark on the season as well, and seeing what the Terrors in their road white uniforms can do here tonight from Stevens Point. So sit back, relax, stay warm. Wherever you're watching, appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Starters for Appleton West go Blayton Will, freshman goalkeeper Harry Boardman, Nick Raby, Angel Cabrera Jr., Ross Ersted, Oscar Pollard, Ephraim Wood, Jace Taplin, Andrew Silva, Carter Cedadino, and Alex Colchado will get names and numbers throughout the broadcast here tonight. Stevens Point, Ben Armanik will kick things off here tonight to start things from Stevens Point. Good crowd on hand. Student section to our left. And in just a moment, we will be underway from Stevens Point. 45 minutes on the clock, counting down here from PCYS. And Ben Armanik will start things for Stevens Point. 36 degrees. Real feel, it says 29. I highly doubt that. Much cooler than that with the wind here in Stevens Point. And we are underway from PCYS as SPASH and Appleton West do battle. Again, SPASH shut out in their loss to Eau Claire Memorial over the weekend, and an early out of bounds and throw-in to the Terrors in all white uniforms. Royal blue numbers, royal and orange, the school colors for Appleton West. Gabe Perez wears number 2 for the SPASH Panthers. He was our player of the game against Green Bay Preble last week. Tristan Anderson with it. The game that I did, Spencer Banks, who's in the goal now for Stevens Point, senior goalkeeper, is very physical so far. Ben Armanik sends one high and sends one out. As Spencer Banks was red carded early on in that game. A minute gone by. Freshman Blayton Will in goal for the Terrors. Have more soccer for you on Thursday from Nina, I believe. Mike Wendland will be on the call for that one. Then trifecta of football on Friday. Nina and Bayport. Bayport lost last week. 38-game conference winning streak snapped as a handball by Ben Armanik. And they lost to De Pere, who beat them before. That was their last loss, and now De Pere took them down again last week, 20-13. We'll see what see what Bayport can do against Nina on Friday. SPASH will host Oshkosh West, I believe, in football. And then Jason Zaleski will have the call for you from, I believe, Manitowoc. The Ships will take on a Madison team. Good footwork here by SPASH early on. Pushed it up. Long run, trying to get behind the defense and unsuccessfully. Nicely done by Andrew Silva for the Terrors. Ben Armanik now into the box and kicks it away as Harry Boardman will take it for Appleton. And now a throw in for Stevens Point and Tristan Anderson. And Luke Hinchcliffe will throw it in. SPASH being much more aggressive early on as they weren't obviously on Saturday in their shutout loss. Now Williams will take it and goal kick coming for Appleton. Colton Thielman, 8. Thomas Huspany, 13 for SPASH. And the free kick for Appleton West. Going to be gobbled up there by Ross Erstedt. Couple of minutes gone by here in Stevens Point. Scoreless. SPASH much more aggressive as they have, or were last week anyway, last weekend. Yes, 2 weekends ago already. April 2nd was their opening day games. That's going to be pushed up for Gabe Perez. Perez looking to Armanik. He leads him nicely into the box. Seeing if he can center it up, and he does so, but nobody home for Stevens Point. Good opportunity for SPASH, but couldn't take advantage of it. Majo Yang loses control, and now Appleton West pushes it across midfield for one of the first times tonight. Taken away there by senior Tristan Anderson. Gabe Perez with it now. Perez on the attack. Pushes it up to Ben Armanik behind the defense. Right foot and in! Top corner for Ben Armanik. And it's 1-0 Stevens Point. Perfectly placed in that upper top right corner. And before Bladen Will knew what had hit him, Armanik puts one into the back of the net. SPASH leads 1-0. Nicely done by Gabe Perez on the assist, the shot, and the score from Ben Armanik. Clock not yet running as there it goes. 1-0 SPASH. And going to be out to Stevens Point. Again, SPASH much more aggressive so far in their offensive zone again. Colton Thielman fighting for him and throws the defender to the grass. Again, we saw that, or I did anyway, against De Pere. SPASH can be very aggressive and sometimes overly aggressive. And Andrew Silva sends it along. Thielman back with it now for Stevens Point in their black uniforms. And taken away there for just a moment. And out to SPASH. So just underway, just a couple minutes into this match, and Ben Armanik has a goal so far for Stevens Point. 1-0. Up to Perez, right foot, and just wide right for Gabe Perez. And a couple of early substitutions for Appleton West. Josue Orez in number 4 and behind him again. Thielman left foot and in. Stevens Point up 2-0. Colton Thielman as SPASH takes an early 2-0 lead, getting behind the defenders, and Colton Thielman scores for Stevens Point. couple of substitutions in for Appleton West, and SPASH quickly countered. 6 minutes in, and it's 2-0 Stevens Point. SPASH with some good footwork, great passing. Saw them emphasize passing in the in warm-ups and taking full advantage so far. Again, Appleton West has not been on their side of their offensive side of midfield much early on. Thielman's going to take it again. Pushes it quickly up to Huspany on the far side. Beats the defender. And another opportunity for Stevens Point again. That's Owen Williams, pardon me. Now Huspany with it. Swings it back around over to right foot, and that one's going to be sent long. That's Noah Lavick. And the numbers on the back of the uniforms, easy to see. The ones on the front, not so much. Especially when they're as small as they are for Stevens Point. 2-0 SPASH. Goal from Ben Armanik and Colton Thielman. Thielman with it again. Throw in for SPASH, and that will trickle out of bounds, and it'll be a free kick coming for Appleton West. Again, the cold has stayed. The wind has, knock on wood, has stopped just a tad, and the snow has stopped. So, for now, looking on the radar, it has passed Stevens Point for the time being. Again, off the dribble, and Perez in there just misses again. A couple of opportunities for Stevens Point. Up to Perez, and that one's going to be nearly stolen away, turned over. Perez with the takeaway, and Boardman's going to kick it out, and a throw-in coming for Luke Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe thought about it, and then takes a couple steps back and throws it back in for Tristan Anderson. Anderson looking for Hinchcliffe on the far side, tries to center it up and head it away for Appleton West. Swings it around. Armanik again, and that one is going to be touched by Leighton Will, and a corner coming for Stevens Point. Nine minutes in, 2-0 Stevens Point. First corner kick coming here tonight. Gabe Perez launches it, centers it up again, and nearly taken away. Swings it back around to Perez. Nearly the same play. Centers it up and cleared out. Ben Armanik left-footed. Trying to twist around in the box and unsuccessful as Boardman tries to clear it out. Sent up back to Jake Williams. Williams centers it up and flies it high and long. And a goal kick coming for Appleton West. Again, we'll talk to Coach Derek Bell after the match and talk to him about this aggressive opening start and this quick start. Perez up again and taken away. Tristan Anderson nearly had it again. Colton Thielman with it. Taking himself along the out-of-bounds line, centers it up, and again, nobody home for SPASH. Appleton West able to clear it out. Everything being played on SPASH's offensive side. And Leighton will track it down. 2-0 Stevens Point, 11 minutes in, 10.5 minutes into this first half of the match. Again, SPASH being very aggressive, everything on their offensive side. and doing very, very well with their passing and defense as well. Haven't had to show much defense. Thielen behind him again. Right foot, nobody stopping him. And left, and will fall on top of it. Bladen Will with the save. Again, nobody was coming out to stop Colton Thielman. And much like basketball and really anything, gotta stop the ball, and West did not do that. And luckily for them, Thielman and Bladen Will was able to fall on top of it. Gabe Perez along the near sideline. SPASH again on the attack. Passing up, Gabe Perez with it. Perez just outside of the box, left-footed, and rolls wide right. Goal kick coming again for Appleton West. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight. Good crowd on hand from Scafidi Field here in Stevens Point. If you're just tuning in, you missed quite a bit. 2 goals for Stevens Point so far, and Appleton West is yet to have a shot and haven't really played much on their offensive side. Thielman back with it again. 1-on-3. They collapse on him this time along the sidelines, and that one's going to be cleared out back to Wood. And near our friends over here from Channel 7, a throw-in coming for Hinchcliffe. Cliff to Perez over the top of Boardman. Boxes him out. Along the base, or along the sideline again. Tries to center it. Ben Armanik with it again. Left foot, right foot now, and Huspany unable to attack harder and going to be able to set up pretty easily. Cabrera trying to track it down for Appleton West. And the wind picks up just slightly, and that's really what makes it at times not unbearable, but getting close. Thielman gets tripped up, very aggressive, and another goal. No, Colton Thielman, second goal of the night for Colton Thielman, plowing his way through, and it's 3-0 Stevens Point. Colton Thielman got it, and he was not going to be denied. 31:55 left in the first half. And again, all of the possession so far has been on SPASH's offensive side. SPASH is yet to have a substitution and really hasn't needed to. The defense hasn't needed to be used a whole lot. Spencer Banks back there not showing, not really being needed so far here in the first half. Thielman with a couple of goals. Ben Armanik the first one. Thielman the next 2, and SPASH leads 3-0 after being shut out, and headed and up and in. Beautiful pass and in. Thomas Huspany. What a pass and what a finish for Stevens Point. 4-0 SPASH. Beautifully done on the pass and great finish by Thomas. The pass coming from Noah Lavick. SPASH leads 4-0. .23 left here in the first half. It's been all Stevens Point and all SPASH offensively, as they have been very aggressive here so far tonight. We'll talk to Coach Bell about that in our Nacerville Dairy postgame show at the conclusion of this game. Big shout out to Bryce Rasmussen watching, tuning in. Shout out to everybody watching, appreciate it. As the SPASH Panthers have looked like a well-oiled machine so far tonight. That was the deepest Appleton West has had it in SPASH's defensive zone so far. Back with it again, Tristan Anderson pushing it up quickly, taking himself the whole way. And again, opportunity right foot and just out of the reach of Will, and that was not touched by blatant Will, and it's going to be a goal kick coming for Appleton West. Schedule an appointment at the Fleet Farm Auto Service Center today. Their professionals handle tire installation and rotation, oil changes, filter and battery replacements, and more. Schedule an appointment online today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Again, not quite 15 minutes into this first half. SPASH leads 4-0. Another opportunity for the Panthers. That one's going to be cleared out of there by Andrew Silva as Winston Hill, the newest substitution for SPASH. The sophomore has had a couple of opportunities so far. Corner kick coming for Gabe Perez. Perez races his right hand, sends it in. Header, not quite, and another pass back, and going to be cleared out that time. As Majo Yang, an opportunity, passes it up to Tristan Anderson, left foot, and right in the gloves of blatant Will. Will clear it out, 4-0 Stevens Point. 16th minute. Boardman fighting with Winston Hill, and it's going to be out to Appleton West. 29 minutes left here in the opening half. 4-0 SPASH. A goal from Ben Armanik, 2 from Colton Thielman, and 1 from Thomas Huspenny for Stevens Point. Throw-in coming for the Terrors. Taken by Tristan Anderson. Tries to clear it out and right back to Stevens Point. Noah Lovick with it near midfield. Passes it to nobody, but chased down by Jake Williams right along the sidelines, but it was out of bounds, and it's going to be back to the Terrors. Throw-in coming for Alex Calciato. Opportunity here for Appleton West. Their best opportunity so far. Fighting along that far sidelines. And going to be out of bounds. The throw-in coming for Stevens Point. Passes it up, and nobody home, taken away by Cittadino for the Terrors. West back with it now. On the attack. Second attack opportunity. Taplin with it on the far side. Tries to center it up, and off the noggin of Noah Lovick. And a throw-in coming for the Terrors. 27-10 left. Almost halfway through this first half, and a corner kick coming for Appleton West. Opportunity here for the Terrors. As Jace Taplin will do the honors on the far corner. For 4-0 SPASH. Taplin raises the right hand, centers it up, and going to be taken away, and a whistle and a stoppage of play. See if we can get a penalty kick for. Going to be a push in the back by Stevens Point, I believe. And it's going to be a penalty kick coming for Appleton West. Nick Raby to do the honors for the Terrors. See if Appleton West can get on the board here. 26:43 to go. Spencer Banks, his first opportunity here. Raby dribbles it up, and he gets it into the back of the net, and the Terrors are on the board. Penalty kick for Appleton West, and it's 4-1. Nick Raby with the goal. 4-1. Stevens Point still on top. We've seen a lot of goals early on here from Scafidi Field at PCYS in Stevens Point. 4-1 SPASH. Again, don't want to get too complacent if you're SPASH. Winston Hill now dribbling it up. Looking for Gabe Perez. Good pass by Winston Hill. Up to Perez. Perez is going to get it taken away right there by Andrew Silva. Now it's going to be poked around. Huspany back with it. And he's going to be tripped up, and a free kick coming for Stevens Point. Almost 20 minutes gone by here in the opening half. 4-1 SPASH. Again, Steve Mapes alongside Travis Zaleski here in Stevens Point, and the free kick goes wide left to Blayton Will's right and out. Goal kick coming for the SPASH. SPASH will take on Oshkosh West from Gerke Field. Neenah will host Bayport. Manitowoc will play, from what Jason said on the show yesterday or today, a Madison all-star team pretty much. So stay tuned to that one. That should be a good game. All three on Friday night from live from Zaleski Sports as Gabe Perez hits the grass. And a free kick coming for Stevens Point. Gabe Perez will do the honors, much like a corner kick. Official walking it off for Jace Taplin. Perez with the shorter corner kick, and that was going to be cleared out and taken by West. 4-1 Stevens Point here in the opening half from a chilly Scafidi Field in Stevens Point. Again, last week it was beautiful weather. Talking to the ticket taker, and SPASH was offsides. Had the attack coming. Just passed it a little too far ahead. One of those trick times of the year for fine residents here in central Wisconsin. Next, a week from Monday, the 19th. What day is today? 13th? So a week from yesterday is the start. Yeah, is the start of the spring sports practices. Baseball, softball, girls soccer, track and field. I believe golf is a little later. Yeah, and so with girls soccer happening, and then the boys soccer playoff times, the original schedule date of May 4th, which was for SPASH and Kimberly boys soccer, that got moved to April 22nd, next Thursday. And so SPASH will host Neenah on Tuesday next week, and then they will host Kimberly next Thursday night. Again, a scheduled game for May 4th got moved to April 22nd. So just pushed up just a little bit for the boys soccer playoffs, and I believe the girls SPASH team also has a game on that day as well, which would be May 4th. So stay tuned. Again, ZaleskiSports.com. We'll have all the updates for you for our upcoming schedule. Yang clears it out up to Ben Armanik. Armanik passes it back to Hinchcliffe and sends it forward. Gabe Perez tries to track it down. It's going to be cleared out. Nearly cleared out and then turned over in the box. Sent back up. Physical again and going back to the ground is Owen Williams. Huspany with it. Thomas has a goal, a header earlier on in this opening half. Ben Armanik had the first goal of the game. He got tripped up, but taken away there nicely by Citadino for the Terrors. 21 minutes left in the opening half. Over halfway done here from Stevens Point in the opening half. It was a barrage of goals early on as Tristan Anderson takes it away. He's going to get good tackle from behind and stolen away. Anderson's on the ground laughing as Ben Armanik kicked it up to Nick Ravy. Nick's got the lone goal for Appleton West on a penalty kick as Spencer Banks sends that one long and taken by Perez. Passes it up there to Owen Williams on the far side. Got numbers 4-on-4 now as West is able to get back. Tries to center it up. 5-on-4 and into the gut of Bladen Will. Nicely done by the freshman. Under 20 minutes left here in the opening half. Again, every weekday, mostly every weekday, head over to Zaleski Sports on Facebook. Jason has an update on our upcoming schedule, as well as the Brewers. Crew have won five of their last 6, as Tristan Anderson sends that one high and long. A couple of substitutions coming in for Appleton West as well as Stevens Point. I'll look at the day in sports, NFL draft coming up. The schedule release has got to be coming up soon. 17 games now in the NFL. Packers are heading to Kansas City. A lot of good games that week 17, but is not liked by some in the NFL. But you play with the hand you're dealt. And now 17 regular season games, 3 preseason games. As Tristan Anderson has it now. Passes it up to himself. Nicely done by Tristan. Going along that far out of bounds. And it's going to be a corner kick coming for Stevens Point. There were no soccer balls being handed off to Gabe Perez. Now there's a couple of them. Perez will take the original game ball and pass it up here for the Panthers. They lead 4-1. Up and high, and see who can get up there to get it. Still fighting for it, and an elbow. A goal kick coming for Appleton West. Aiden Perriman checked into the game, that last substitution for Stevens Point. Bladen Will to send it up for the Terrors. 17-17 to go in the opening half. Again, 10-minute halftime, then we'll come back and get the second half underway. 4-0 Stevens Point, all early on in about the first 10 to 15 minutes of this match for SPASH. Now it's going to be cleared back to Spencer Banks. Again, Spencer hasn't had a whole lot of adversity tonight, just one penalty kick as Perriman connects physically there with Citadino for the Terrors. And SPASH, a very physical soccer team. Tristan Anderson back with it for SPASH. Passes up to to Huspany. Thomas with it. Armanik turns. Right foot for Ben. Armanik just misses. Just off the mark. And substitution back for Appleton West. "16 minutes to go, nearly half hour gone by. 4-0 as Huspany went high to get it. Put a whistle on him for using the terror as a brace. Sends it long for Appleton West, and SPASH is going to clear it right back out. Aiden Perriman back to Tristan Anderson, but then going to be taken away by Arabia as Nick, again, the lone goal for Appleton West so far. Not a lot of offensive pressure being put on by Appleton West much of this first half. SPASH has been quiet, and that was going to be cleared out by Colchado for West, and a throw-in for Stevens Point. 15 minutes left here in the opening half. 4-0 Stevens Point. As SPASH again had an early run of 4 goals, had a couple of them nearly within a minute of each other, if not sooner. Armanik with it as Ben's gonna go to the grass, and Perriman comes in and gives the Terrors a forearm shiver. .14.5 to go. 4-1 Stevens Point. As Boardman just threw his elbow up there. "14 minutes left here in the opening half. Steve Mays alongside Trevor Zaleski from a chilly Scafidi Field on the campus of PCYS. Winston Hill tries to center it up. Another opportunity for SPASH, and off the post. And will go into the gloves of Blayton Will. Huspany tried for his second, just off of the post, as Jake Williams gets whistled. See if the Terrors can put on any pressure here from in the final couple minutes. And now back to Stevens Point. Perryman trying to track it down. He does so. 1-on-4. Aiden with it. And he's going to get tripped up, and it's going to be a goal kick coming for the Terrors. See if we can get you a score from Milwaukee. Again, Verge scored 6 in the 6 last night. They lead 2-0 right now. As just like that, Wilson Contreras just got hit again. Third time he's been hit against the Brewers. Colchado now pushes it up. Opportunity here for Appleton West. And going to be kicked out and back to the Terrors. 12:10 to go. Spencer Banks back with it for SPASH. Again, Spencer hasn't been tested much. Had that one penalty kick, but not much other than that. Push it up. Majo Yang with it. Gabe Perez tries to track it down. Again, not a whole lot going on the last couple of minutes as Perez tried to keep it in. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, life insurance. Best of all, Spectrum Benefit Solutions is located right here in Stevens Point with Ashley as your special consultant. Ashley lives in Stevens Point and works with Stevens Point area businesses of all sizes to help them attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook or see Ashley at the game, the store, or anytime you're out and about to get started today. We wouldn't be able to put these games on for you without the help of all the folks and all the businesses that you see scrolling along the bottom of your screen, as well as our video ads and our reads throughout the broadcast. Had a good time covering the SPASH girls volleyball team. Got taken down in a regional final against Eau Claire Memorial on Saturday. Memorial in a sectional tonight, I believe. Ben Armanik will send that one, and it will roll wide right. 10 minutes left here in the opening half. 4-1, Stevens Point. Ben Armanik got the scoring started. Colton Thielman a couple of goals. Thomas Huspany with a goal. And then Nick Raby with a goal for Appleton West on a penalty kick. Huspany back out to Williams. Under 10 to go here in the opening 45 minutes. And we'll have a brief halftime report as well, and then get you ready for half number 2 here from Stevens Point. Good pass up there by Winston Hill. Pushes out to Ben Armanik, trying to get behind the defense. He does so. Opportunity for Ben, right foot, and tries to center it up. He does so, and it's going to be stopped. A great job and a wonderfully done job by Appleton West on the attack by Stevens Point. And a corner kick coming for SPASH. Great job by Blayton Will and the Terror defense getting back. .8:35 to go. Centers it up. And fight between it for Tristan Anderson. Back with it again, Colton Thielman. Thielman up to Hill. Perriman heads it up to Perez, right foot, and Gabe Perez scores for Stevens Point. Wonderful pass again for Stevens Point. Aiden Perriman with the assist. Gabe Perez finishes it off for Stevens Point. Here in the first half, they lead 5-1. Passing has been phenomenal for SPASH so far tonight. .8:13 to go in the first. Getting a lot of pressure put on by SPASH so far tonight, and it has turned into 5 goals. Gabe Perez scored his first tonight. Gabe scored quite a few against Green Bay Preble, or had a handful against Preble. Huspany with it now. Back to Williams. Williams near side to Hinchcliffe. Luke, another great pass up to Huspany. That was going to be taken away by Boardman. Tristan Anderson back with it. Right foot and right in the gut of Blayton Will. 7:20 to go. Again, halftime coming up in just a couple of minutes. Hear from our find sponsors, and then get you ready for half number 2 from Stevens Point. Another pass up ahead. Aiden Perriman tries to track it down as Perriman goes face first into the grass. Hinchcliffe tracks it down. Aiden Perriman doesn't seem quite afraid of anything. Winston Hill with it. Passes up to Tristan Anderson. Around to Huspany. Right foot for Thomas and into the gut of Will. Blatant Will. Tristan Anderson back with it. Anderson with the footwork, trying to get by. He gets quadruple teamed, and that's going to be taken away by the Terrors. 6:15 to go. Again, continuing to get more and more physical, and we saw that, and we continue to see that with Stevens Point this year. Gabe Perez back with it. Again, before their doubleheader against DePere and Preble, and much of the same for Appleton West. SPASH hadn't played in, 525 days. 5:40 to go here in the first half. Again, SPASH will be back in action. Might be on the road coming up, but we'll have them back in action next Tuesday against Neenah, and then Thursday against Kimberly on the 22nd. A throw-in coming for SPASH. Carter Gady into the game, 42 on that far side. Thomas Huspany passes it to himself along the far out of bounds line. 5 minutes left, 40 gone by, 5-1 Stevens Point. Whistle blown, and it's going to be back to the Terrors. And Spencer Banks just trying to stay warm on that. It's in front of the box, in front of his own goal. 1 or 2 shots on goal so far for Appleton West, and one of them was a penalty kick. I don't know if that counts as a shot on goal or not, but it's hasn't been much as Perriman trips him up. And a throw-in coming back for a free kick for Appleton West. Deacon Yang checked in as well. 41 right here to our near side. A lot of these guys in the first half, under 4 minutes to go. Oscar Pollard, number 11. Deacon Yang tried to track it down. Saw Deacon take some good shots during the during warm-ups. Armanik with it now. Opportunity for SPASH again. They've got numbers. 2-on-3. Pushing it up again for Ben. Along that far out of bounds line. Didn't quite go out of bounds. And Armanik will try and track it down. Clear it out there for Andrew Silva. Back up to Noah Lavick. Noah and Tristan Anderson with it. 3:10 to go. Anderson right foot and just misses wide right. The oohs and the ahs from the parents and student sections here from Stevens Point. 50 students allowed in for SPASH tonight in their own confined area on the bleachers. With 2:40 to go. (5-1) SPASH. Armanik, Huspany, Thielman, and Gabe Perez. The goal scores in the first half for SPASH. and turns it over. Does Stevens Point. Opportunity for Appleton West. Spencer Banks tries to track it down. It is going to be a throw-in for Appleton West. Nicely good hustle by Spencer Banks. Now goal kick for SPASH. 1:40 to go here in the first. Hinchcliffe with it. See if SPASH wants to run out this first half clock. 90 seconds to go. They lead 5-1. An impressive first half for SPASH. Perriman tried to chase it down. Perriman comes up limping a little bit. Appleton West not going into the locker room quietly. Rabe with it now. Still fighting. And couldn't quite. Back with it now. A minute left. Hinchcliffe back with it. Good fake out there and pushes it up to Deacon Yang. Deacon has it now. Pushes it up to Perriman. Passed it behind his intended teammate. Ben Armanik gets it blocked away. Tries to pass it up and going to be taken away for the Terrors. 30 seconds to go, first half. Appleton West now with an opportunity with the attack. And it's going to be a corner kick upcoming for West with 10 seconds to go. 9 seconds. Lines it up. Tries to head it away. Unsuccessful. And SPASH will clear it out to end this very impressive first half for the SPASH Panthers. Stevens Point 5 and Appleton West 1. We'll take a quick break. Trevor will run some ads for us. You're watching exclusive SPASH Panther boys soccer right here at Zaleski Sports. 5-1 Stevens Point after 45 minutes of play. Back after this.
Ball worked around. Higher launches a three. Got it.
So a good win for Mosinee tonight.
Ty Pankratz picks it. Simone at first in time. And the Stratford Tigers are state champions.
The Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals are your Division 5 state champions.
Jamal Williams, Jay Slag Daddy, first Slag Kazakage, letting y'all know, running back from the Green Bay Packers, that I am in the house.
At Superior High School, where we have a beautiful facility, artificial turf. This ballpark, relatively new, built.
You belong in your home.
I'm in the house.
Today's broadcast for the Eau Claire North Huskies, number 2, averaging 22.2 points per game. 3:22 into the game, and we see Whitewater's Ken Larson make his way in for the touchdown. And we have with us former Amherst Falcon, former Wisconsin Badger, Tyler Biadish. Tyler, thanks for joining us.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 123 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 123 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, Here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
Hey, it's Dean Blandino, and I'm here to tell you that Zaleski Sports is Wisconsin's hometown high school sports network. Get Wisconsin sports updates every day with Zaleski Sports. That's where I get my Wisconsin sports updates. And listen, while we're here, all right, I'll admit it. Dez caught it, but the Packers won. The end.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop, whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof. But when the kids move out, the water usage goes down. But how long are they really gone for? With high-efficiency systems made by WaterCare, Maher Water Corporation can roll with any size-changing families. So call us today so we can help you with those water use issues. The laundry is still up to you.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Welcome back to Stevens Point. Get you ready for half number 2 here from PCYS Graffiti Field as the SPASH Panthers lead the Appleton West Terrors 5-1. And SPASH again with a barrage of early goals, won by Ben Armanik. He scored the first goal of the game. Colton Thielman had the next 2, and Thomas Huspenny right after Colton Thielman's second goal with a beautiful pass from Noah Lovick to be able to put it in, and then Gabe Perez with a header, or with a goal, and a great pass from Aiden Perriman. The lone goal for Appleton West came on a penalty kick from Nick Raby. So 45 minutes down, 45 minutes left here from Stevens Point. Again, SPASH will be in action right here from Graffiti Field next Tuesday, a week from tonight, as they will take on Neenah, and then a week from Thursday as they will take the field to play Kimberly. So SPASH with new goalkeeper for Stevens Point. I'm going to guess it's Simon Solon is the other goalkeeper. Again, don't forget to stick around afterwards. We'll have a quick Nationville Dairy post-game show for you. Talk to Coach Derek Bell. And if SPASH is able to hang on, we'll talk to a player of the game. Right now, Colton Thielman, right there at the top of the list so far. See how aggressive SPASH is coming out of halftime here. See if they are as aggressive as they were in the first half. Ben Armanik sure is. He's got the adrenaline going and ready to go. And cold night here in Stevens Point. Snow flurries during pregame warm-ups. A couple flying right now, but see what we can muster up here for Stevens Point with just about 45 seconds into the second half. Again, Steve Maves alongside Trevor Zaleski here from Stevens Point. As Trevor and I will make the trek over to Neenah. The Rockets are going to play their first home football game of the year. The first one was at St. Mary Catholic in Neenah. Pushes up quickly. Colton Thielman is going to almost get it taken away. Passes it back to Tristan Anderson. Anderson right footer right over the top and out. And a goal kick coming for Appleton West. Neenah will take on Bayport. Bayport with a loss last week to De Pere, their first loss in quite a few years in conference play in football. Pushes up and couldn't quite get it to his teammate Wood, and now it's going to be tried to chase it down is Owen Williams. Williams with it now. Williams in the box, taking it all himself, still going in there. And Armanik, weak attack, and it's going to was gobbled up by Blayton Will. Against SPASH more on the attack again. Owen Williams back with it. Williams left foot and through the hands of Blayton Will, and Owen Williams scores. Williams just 2.5 minutes into this second half. SPASH leads 6-1. Again, we'll have highlights of this match later on tonight on Facebook. Zaleski Sports Zaleski Sports Stevens Point. Have all the goals for you. 6-1 SPASH. Much like the first half, they came out of the gates aggressive, and this time instead of Ben Armanik, it was Owen Williams, and Gabe Perez passed it up with nobody there. Thielman tried to chase it down, but I wonder if Coach Bell told them play as hard as you can for as long as you can. Gabe Perez sends that one into the night sky. Play as long as you can, as hard as you can, and maybe gave them a time stamp on when they might get subbed out. And the kick headed up off the face of Oscar Pollard, and now Owen Williams back with it again. Didn't see Owen much in the first half, if at all. And Winston Hill tracks it down. Backed up to Tristan Anderson. Anderson tried to lead Owen Williams ahead, and Colton Thielman tracks it down. A throw-in coming for the Terrors. Student section that was there is heading back to their spots. Thielman with it now. Colton looking for the hat trick tonight. Winston Hill passes it up. The wind howls again here from Scafidi Field. The Terrors track it down. Guillermo Lerma, 18 into the game. Tristan Anderson up to Owen Williams. Williams with a full head of steam. Coming up on the left side. Tracks it down, right foot, and just over the top. I believe that's Tristan Anderson. Just mishit it. .40 minutes to go. 6-1 Stevens Point. The wind picks up. Temperature drops immediately. Ben Armanik gets that one taken away by Ross Erstead for the Terrors. Had a steam on the attack for Appleton West on this one. Winston Hill will head it away, though. Tristan Anderson corrals it. Passes it up ahead. 1-0 for Stevens Point. Ben Armanik with his second goal of the night. As it is 7-1 Stevens Point. .53 into the second period, or the second half. In the 6th minute, SPASH leads 7-1. And we'll talk to Coach Bell about the passing, the aggressiveness. Clock not running. And passes it up again. And it's going to be gobbled up by Clayton Will. SPASH will take it. It's been about a minute since the goal, or clock has not been moving. Passes it up ahead again. Owen Williams tracks it down. Left foot, and going to get twisted around. He's going to try and take it himself again. Sends it up to Tristan Anderson. Left foot, and blocked away by Will. The official on the field. We're going to go off of his word. The malfunction on the scoreboard. 7-1 Stevens Point. He's going to keep time on his watch. Or we'll go over to the other official. Now they got it started, but got to have a couple of minutes off of there. 7-1 Stevens Point. And I'd like to thank everyone tuning in. Good crowd on hand for as bad as the weather is. And this is exactly what we don't want to happen, is the clock to stop. And 38 minutes to go. SPASH trying to add on some more. Pass up to Owen Williams. Williams beats his defender, and he is going to just miss wide right. SPASH looking to put a snowman up on the scoreboard, get that 8th spot. Just missed, got behind the defender. Owen probably would like to have that one back. Armanik with a couple of goals. Colton Thielman with a couple of goals for Stevens Point. Up to Owen Williams. Williams has one. Perez has one. And Huspenny has one. Tristan Anderson tries to fight through the defense. Turns the corner. Owen Williams back with it. Williams turns, gets by the defender, and he's going to score. Owen Williams, his second goal, and it's 8-1 Stevens Point. So 3 Panthers with 2 goals. Thielman, Armanik, and Williams. 36-53. See which Panther wants to put that hat trick up on the board for us. Armanik with an opportunity, Thielman with an opportunity, and Owen Williams now with an opportunity. Owen's got 2 here in the half. Now Ben Armanik pushes it up. He gets by the defense. Left foot, and Armanik into the gloves of Blayton Will. 36 minutes left. Majo Yang pushes up to Owen Williams. Williams passes up to Tristan Anderson. He gets behind the defense. Right foot, and sails wide right, and will stay in bounds. Didn't think it was going to have the juice to stay in, and just missed was Colton Thielman. Blayton Will with another nice save under 36 minutes to go. Passes it up ahead on the attack, and it's going to be out, and a throw-in for the Terrors coming in. A couple of Panthers getting ready to check back in. Raby with it, and taken away. SPASH. The Terrors turn it over, and now Huspany pushes it up. He's going to be out of or off sides, and knew it right away. 35 minutes left. 10 minutes gone. 3 goals for Stevens Point in this half so far. Armanik with 1, Owen Williams with 2. Again, whoever can get that hat trick will be our player of the game for sure. If there's multiple, then I guess we'll just miny, mo 'em. As Ben Arminic and Owen Williams will see their nights come to an end. So most likely subbed out. High fives all around for Ben Arminic and Owen Williams. As Carter Gady checked in, 42, as well as Rainon Yang for the Panthers. Pushes it up ahead, tracks it down to Thielman. He's got an opportunity left foot, and Bladen Will fought for, and the goal will not count as Bladen Will lost just slight control of it, the handle of it, but then Thielman tried to clean it up, but Bladen Will still had a hand on it. 33-15. Thielman with a couple of minutes left, you would assume, before his night is concluded as well. Huspany back with it. 33 minutes left. Tristan Anderson trips over the ball and passes it back to Thomas Huspany for Stevens Point. 8-1 SPASH, scored 5 in the first, 3 so far here in the second. The Terrors scored 1 in the first on a penalty kick. Raby back with it now, and Majo Yang clears it out. Passes it up, and best look so far for the Terrors here in the second half. Gabe Perez pushing it aggressively. He's going to take it himself and going to get tripped up and out. Throw in coming for Stevens Point, and Colton Thielman, as thought, will see his night come to an end. Lucas Scari checks in, 34. So a couple of goals for Thielman tonight, and missed wide right does Carter Gady for Stevens Point. About a half hour left, 8-1, SPASH on top. Yang with it and lost control of it. A couple of players hit the deck, and it's going to be back to the Terrors, pushing it up quickly for Wood, and he's going to lose control. Tristan Anderson to Ronan Yang for the Panthers. Noah Lavick, 12, and just passed it too far ahead, and 2 come in for the Terrors. (8-1) Stevens Point here from Scafidi Field on the campus of the Portage County Youth Soccer Complex, just behind the ice rink here in Stevens Point, right off of Highway 10. Pushes up Tristan Anderson, and Scare tries to pass it up. Lucas with some nice footwork. Hinchcliffe back with it now, and it's going to be out to Stevens Point. Free kick coming for SPASH right in front of their own bench. And Lovick sends it long. Opportunity for Stevens Point. Tristan Anderson header off the mark to the left. Salvador Victoria into the game, number 9. And going to be taken away. Pushed it up to Scare for Stevens Point. Lucas goes to the ground hard. And it could be penalty kick for, no, just outside of the box. 3 Panthers converge. Perez, Anderson, and Huspenny for Stevens Point. Form the wall right in front of Leighton Will. Gabe Perez got it. Gabe Perez with the spinner, and it's 9-1 Stevens Point. .28:06 to go. SPASH with 4 here in the second. Scored 5 in the first. At some point, I don't know what the rules are, but at some point I think no matter what happens, there is, obviously it's running clock for the most part in soccer, but no matter what happens, except for maybe an injury, that it would run no matter what. As Yang goes to the ground, and they'll get the free kick for Stevens Point. (9-1) SPASH. Lovick sends it up to Tristan Anderson. He gets behind the defense, left foot, and going to be secured there by Will. Again, SPASH has been very, very aggressive offensively tonight. Saw it a lot in the first half, obviously scoring 5 goals. And then so far here, 4 goals in the second half. Winston Hill with nice footwork being able to take that one away. Perez passes it up and able to track it down is Stevens Point. Carter with it now, tries to center it up. He does so to Gabe Perez. Gabe's got a couple of goals tonight as well. Probably won't put Gabe in the house. He was in last Saturday for his performance against Green Bay Preble. He's going to have an opportunity again, though. Left foot and passes up, and Rennan sends it way off the mark. Deacon Yang checks in for Gabe Perez. So Perez with 2, Thielman with 2, Williams with 2, Armanik with 2 for SPASH here tonight. 19 minutes gone here in the second half. Tristan Anderson has been trying. He passes it up to Scare, and Lucas scores! Lucas Scari with the goal. And it's 10-1 Stevens Point. With 25:48 to go. Pushes up ahead and going to be fought for. Winston Hill fighting against Oscar Pollard. Oscar with it now. An aggressive push here finally for Appleton West in the second half. Pollard with it now, tries to center it up and going to be taken away there by, I believe it is Maozhou Yang with the good defensive work. Deacon tracks it down. Deacon tries to pass it up to Scari, but unsuccessfully, and SPASH still corrals it. Gady with it up to Deacon Yang. Again, Deacon had some good shots during warm-ups. Deacon with an opportunity, can't quite finish it off. Heads it up and going to be out, and a goal kick coming, no, corner kick coming for Stevens Point with 24:40 to go. Tristan Anderson to do the honors. Centers it up and too far for Stevens Point. An opportunity and another one. Another goal for Stevens Point. SPASH leads 11-1. And that will do it here tonight. SPASH 11 and Appleton West 1. We'll be back with our Nationville Dairy post-game show. We'll have an opportunity to talk to Coach Bell and our Zaleski Sports player of the game. We'll find one. Got a lot of them to choose from. Back to Stevens Point after this.
Well, the Grow Wisconsin Dairy Processing Grant is for really any dairy, or up to $50,000 you can get for like improvements, help with like food safety aspects. It's actually you have to pay part of the service that you're getting, so you have to pay 20% of it. So we were actually granted $6,150, and so that's the 80%. So our project is at a little over $7,000. So that's showing them that we're doing something with their milk. We're not just taking it, turning it into cheese, sending it in the stores, sending it to the customer, like everyone else does. Anything that we do in the plant with food safety is great for everyone. It's not just great for us. It's telling the customer that we make a good product. It's telling the farmer, our patrons, that we're doing good with their milk. And so that should really go to heart. That you're going to get a safe product coming out of here. It's cool to see that all the Hymans they really like to see their name out in the community, but especially for anything with children's groups. They sponsor a bike raffle every year, and they actually go and give it to the kid in the schools. I know that's a huge thing every year. But yeah, it's really cool to see their name out there. Seeing them a sponsor, we all got kids, we all were kids, so most likely something came out of here that we've done.
We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Letta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on cake.
Oh. All right, we'll see if we got one up here. All right, time now for a Nationville Dairy post-game show. Nationville Dairy Fresh Cheese Curds made daily, nationvilledairy.com. Coach, obviously a big win tonight, 11-1. Just talk about how much it helps getting off to that such an aggressive early start like you guys did.
Yeah, well, we had two real objectives we wanted to make sure that we fulfilled tonight. One was that we started well and that we got into some rhythm in the way that we know we can play. So, of course, like those are the check boxes early. We hit those, and then it's a matter of can you play consistently for that long. I mean, by all means, the game didn't go like the way we necessarily thought it would. We just wanted to play well, and then whatever the results were from there, that's what they are.
And just, from what I saw, obviously you guys didn't let them get a whole lot of attacks on your defense. Saw Spencer jumping up and down a couple times just to stay into the game. Just talk about not allowing them to turn the table at all much in the game.
Yeah, I mean that's the bigger point. I mean, all the attacking play was really nice for us, but when a team counters and they're trying to get in, is what can we do there to stop it? So that was another huge goal for us tonight, is not let them feel comfortable and try to not let them have any real momentum to kind of change the way that the game was going, because we felt really good about the way the game was going. So and at this level, that's the maturity that you want to see, that mature response in your team. So I was very happy with them that they there were moments where the game was starting to change, but we continued to win it back and win it back the way we wanted to play. Yeah. So that was really good for us.
Perfect. All right, if you could send over Ben Armanik, that'd be great.
Okay.
And then we'll talk to him.
All right, I'll find him.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to bring in Ben Armanik. He had a couple of goals tonight, one in the first half, one in the second half. And we're going to talk to Ben, see how he thought the game went. Obviously, an 11-1 win here for Stevens Point over Appleton West tonight, as we will bring in Ben here in just a moment to wrap this thing up so we can get out of here and warm up here. So, all right, we're going to talk to Ben Armanik, our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game. Ben, obviously a big win tonight, 11-1. Just talk about the mindset coming into the game tonight.
Well, we came off of a hard loss against Oakland Memorial last weekend, and this is our first conference game. We wanted to come out strong, make sure we got the win. It's our home game. We have a big crowd. Had a lot of energy coming into it. Came out strong, finished it off, got the mercy rule on them.
Yeah, just talk about your performance. A couple of goals tonight, one to start the game and then one to start the second half. Just talk about your mindset coming in.
Yeah, so I had a lot of energy coming in. I had a couple missed shots right away, a couple through balls I missed, and when I got that through ball, I knew it was wide open. I got the shot, upper 90, then second half, made the perfect run. My teammate had a perfect ball to me, open net once again for me to just hit it up into the corner.
And two different playing atmospheres, I guess. Last weekend it was 70 degrees, beautiful weather. Just talk about having to play through weather like last week and now weather tonight, and being able to get that 11-1 win to get out of here a little earlier.
Yeah, last weekend much nicer. We could play no undershirt, no underpants. It was a lot better. Our muscles were a lot nicer last weekend. Today, obviously, all of us had to bundle up. Super cold. Made sure we were hydrated so we didn't cramp up into the cold. Made sure we played fast so we didn't have to get playing.
Right. I'm going to hand you this, and we're going to put you in the house, all right? You're going to look up at Trevor. I'm going to count you down 3, 2, 1. Just say your name and say I'm in the house, all right? All right, let's see what we got here. Good. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Ben Arminic, and I'm in the house.
Perfect. Thanks, Ben. Congratulations.
Hey.
All right, with that, we're going to wrap things up, get out of here, and start to warm up. For Trevor Zaleski, this is Steve Maves. Have a great night, everyone. Stay warm, stay safe. We'll talk to you again Friday night from Neenah for high school football.